Hello, everyone. Here's Halwa Baba now with the latest on why Zero is failing. Now, this is the latest movie by Shah Rukh Khan and probably one of the most awaited movies. We had to wait the whole year for this movie, and now it has released and it hasn't really garnered a great response. Uh, from a grapevine news, what we can say is that it's kind of a 70-30 kind of a break even picture. 70% of people are just hating it, and 30% of people are kind of saying it's fine, it's okay, it's good. What exactly has gone wrong with it? Firstly, I would just like to say I haven't watched Zero as yet, but whatever I could gather from all the public reactions is that this movie hasn't worked out, and evidently there are quite a few good things going for this movie. Still, it has fallen short. um, I would just I also felt that probably this movie would work from the trailers and the songs, because I have really high hopes from Anand Rai and the writer Mangshu. They are a really good. Um, uh, they are a talented bunch of people, and they have given us some good movies in the past. And I thought that they would be able to nail this movie or the subject. Mm, but my fears are well founded now. I have understood that they have made some cardinal errors, which has contributed to this movie failing so badly. Well, there are 2 more days to go. Probably it might pick up. Strange things happen. I don't want to sound like a doomsday prophet, but there are some major problems which are probably in this, which are quite evident or discernible in this movie, which has contributed to this kind of a reaction. Um, Firstly, I feel this movie has been inspired a lot by a very old movie which I watched when I was very young. It's Norman Wisdom's "I'll Follow a Star." I saw the basic symbols like following a star, the star concept where Shah Rukh Khan is trying to get the snatch stars from the sky. He falls in love with a NASA scientist, because in "I'll Follow a Star," the essence or the very fabric of the story was the same. You had a man who was kind of stunted. He's a dwarf. Norman Wisdom is a short guy, and how he used to sing very well. He was a wonderful singer, and he had this like he had a crush on a kind of a film star or somebody, and he used to sing well, but and he had a companion who was physically challenged and on a wheelchair, and at the end he returns to her. So I thought probably they're going to take that concept and play around with it and make a movie, but I think they have done a lot of mistakes in this movie, which has really divided the audience and confused them. Firstly, Norman Wisdom's character in I'll Follow a Star was a very sympathetic character. He was a kind of an underdog, and people pined for him. He was not a kind of an insufferable brat who used to kind of poke fun or abuse or do something. I felt probably from whatever I could gather from the reactions is that Shah Rukh's character is more of a kind of a brat, and who is kind of, who's a little naughty, and it's like, when you're creating a character, I call this the Tyrion complex. If you go ahead and put a dwarf or something like that in a screen in order to build that empathy or sympathy, you should not go ahead and uh, make him too loud or offensive. Again, I'm not trying to kind of brand anything. I'm just trying to say how the audience sympathy works for a genre which has not been explored. Uh, they did a massive mistake by going ahead with a character like Bua or whatever you, and making him so I don't know, downright nasty probably, because people have not gone ahead with the character. They are saying Shah Rukh has acted well, but the character doesn't work. You need to really feel for that character. You need to feel. For example, when we watch Game of Thrones, even though Tyrion is a very clever, manipulative man, yet we feel for him. He's a dwarf, but we feel for him. We care for him. We understand his problems, his issues, his dilemmas, his predicaments, his frustrations of being a younger brother, or who his father doesn't love. We can understand his like the 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 deep seated anger and frustration in him. So when you're going ahead and creating a character like that, and you bring him on the silver screen, you cannot project him like a kind of a hero, like a big hero who's doing certain things and getting things done and having fun. You have to create a kind of a platform where you feel for him, where you care for him, and I think that is one area where they went really wrong. Nobody cares for Shah Rukh Khan's character, I think. Everybody says he's acted well, but he's not. Nobody's caring for him. It's fine. He's a dwarf. The special effects are good, but as it is, he actually is like a winner who wins. It's not like that. You need to go ahead and provoke that kind of sympathies or feelings inside an audience when you're creating a character like that. And they should have watched Follower Star many times to understand the grammar, the cinema grammar which is needed to make a character like a dwarf character which Shah Rukh Khan is playing work in an Indian context. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. You can't, because the Indian audience is a very, very intelligent audience. And now, slowly, people are realizing that. The three Khans are realizing. This year, these three Khans understood that you just can't peddle us rubbish and garbage and we are going to buy it. Okay? We are not going to buy garbage anymore. Okay? We're just going to throw it outside the window. So that is one place where they have gone horribly wrong, I think, because judging from the reactions, I think they have made this massive error. They have not made Shah Rukh's character relatable. They have not made Shah Rukh's character provoke any kind of sympathy, any kind of empathy, any kind of feelings. Now that is where they have made the biggest mistake. Now, going by the story, I don't know what it is, but we don't want to like watch Interstellar in okay. We want to watch a love story. Okay, when you're making a love story, make a love story. Don't try to put like all this galaxy travel to Mars and all that. I don't know what it is. I've not watched the movie. Again, I'm sorry, it's very wrong of me to actually comment on this, but if the climax like that, a harebrained climax like that, wherein he's traveling to Mars or something to meet his lady love or whatever, I don't know, man. Don't do these things. Come on. You're going horribly wrong when you're making movies like this. This is a time when we are watching movies like Kedarnath in the last week. A splendid movie, splendid, absolutely splendid. Of course, it's been edited sharply. Again, the problem with Kedarnath is actually the thing which should have happened with Zero. It should have been a shorter. While Kedarnath, it's short, whereas it should have been a little more lengthy. We needed more moments with Sarah and Susant, and that's where it's probably there's a little bit of a weakness in Kedarnath. But that is my point. Kedarnath is such a wonderful movie. It's I don't know how many people liked it or not. I loved it. I enjoyed it. It's made with a lot of sincerity, but that's my point. You're getting love stories. You're getting interesting love stories, interesting subjects, fresh faces doing their stuff. So when you put the king of romance there and make a movie, you make it. You you do something interesting. You do something innovative. You don't just put a dwarf there and feel that okay, yaar, ho gaya, bas, काम खत्म. Pesa Hajam. No, it's not like that. You just put in three nice songs and you rope in Salman Khan in one of the songs, and then you put like it doesn't happen. Yeah, these things don't happen. These don't work. In the age of Netflix and Hotstar, these things don't work. Okay, I just walk out of that hall and watch Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Okay, so don't do all this, huh? And it's hard earned money. $400. We'll rather watch Aquaman again than watch these kinds of movies. Good part of it is also the I've heard that Katrina has acted well, so that's good. She has really uh, been there for a long time, and I think she has matured enough to be considered a good actress. She needs some good meaty roles where she can actually deliver a performance, and it's heartening to know. It's good to know that at least she has done some good work here, and probably that is one of the USPs. I'll go and watch the movie just for Katrina Kaif. Last time I watched her really act was in Fitur, and I think she has a lot of potential. The beauty about Katrina Kaif is that she has not been explored. So if you really go ahead and really see her, watch her acting, it's a little strange and it's something interesting. So so again, I don't know whether I'm complimenting her or insulting her, but I think there is a lot of potential in her because she hasn't acted as such till now, and finally she's getting some roles, and by people are recognizing and understanding the fact that she can act. So good for her. Anushka, I would say I have not. I don't know. Whatever I can hear, she has acted well. Even Shahrukh has acted. All of them have acted well. I've heard. Everyone has really acted with a lot of sincerity. But the fact of the matter is, probably the script, the story, the screenplay, everything is so flat. The second half is so dull. These are again things which I'm hearing. I'm not going to ask you to base your judgment on this, but these are common RCAs or root cause analysis which I'm getting from public reactions. And when you get these kinds of reactions, you really kind of, you keep your wallet safely in your pocket. You don't feel like shelling out that 400, 500, $600 and watch a movie in a hall, okay? You want to be a little safe, okay? So, again, very sad that this didn't work. Again, I would like to say to SRK and everybody, like, not to lose heart. I think he has done some good work in recent times. I feel Fan was a very good movie which didn't work. I don't know about Zero, whether it's a movie which probably is. If I watch it, maybe I might change my opinion, but I cannot ignore the public reaction to this movie, which is probably not that encouraging. Uh, so I think SRK should really, um, really uh, take a very long hard look at himself and think before choosing a script. I think the only person who can possibly save SRK is me, HB. So please listen to me if you want. Call me. I'll tell you what kind of subjects you can choose. And you actually are in a zone where you can do some stellar work, but you're not understanding it. You really don't understand what kind of movies you should make. This is the time you need to break away from romance and other kind of movies. You need to go for some safe bets, but uh, it has to be concerning certain kinds of characters which have not been explored. Possibly go back to your old days of maybe a negative character or something. I think you are a very good actor. I think you have right now you've matured to an excellent actor, and the testimony to that fact is Fan. You were brilliant in Fan. So you have really matured and you have really given a good performance in Zero. Don't let these box office results upset you, but you really need to think about the scripts and the story before making it, because otherwise you'll just keep on delivering a flop after flop, and you might start thinking that the we really don't love you, but we do. We really do love you, SRK. But uh, make us a movie which we all love watching. You know, make us a movie which we all can like probably go back to those heydays of dancing in the hall and having fun, just for the heck of it. You know, the golden days of कुछ कुछ होता है and the दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे. I'm not saying make movies like that. I'm just saying uh, ignite that fervor again, and I think you still have it in you to do that. So um, that's it. Again, this is a big disclaimer. I haven't watched the movie, so um, please watch it yourself and uh, decide for yourself. This is just a preview thing. This is just me commenting on what I felt has gone wrong with Zero. Bye.